Hello, my name is Kwabena Brisbane, and we're going to go over our PlayStation Now Facebook ad boost mobile advertising campaign that we're going to have with details about how our PlayStation Now subscription service, which is a cloud gaming system service that allows gamers to play PlayStation Now on the go, on their console, or in different mediums and the image that we listed. And we really want to use Facebook ad boost because we want to use in advertising, but we want to boost it to have better engagement and show the different KPIs, the business goals, the budget breakdown, our penultimate goal, and different areas that we want to connect to our project. We will also have viewers upload their information to our specific Facebook page. This allows us to have analytics that is not really falling into the wayside with the 38 million people that like the Facebook group PlayStation already. So we want to have somewhere that we already have the information centralized. We're going to complete it with the conclusion of all the details about the project and how everything worked out for us. Current marketing strategy. Right now, PlayStation is focusing on having a social push. This means that the social push is more so focused on expanding the engagement and the understanding of audiences online and just in the social sphere, but focusing on a digital strategy. CEO Kenichiro Yoshida stated that the mobile and social areas are crucial to PlayStation being able to expand their audience and reach. So investment in things like PlayStation Movies, which allows you to edit your gamer clips, and Discord, which is a messaging service, is very essential. And there's a focus on play has no limits. This was a rebranding that PlayStation focused on having a motto that lets gamer know that there's going to be more excitement and more experiences to come. This expands the narrative of what a gamer can do online, and it makes it more of an experience that is cherishable, able to be imagined, but more so that can't be imagined and just will be experienced and grasped in person. Social media is more so targeted to customers frequently. Um, they focus on having the ability to reach social audiences online through paid advertising. I've actually had paid advertising since I started this project, and it was very helpful because it showed understanding about them being able to retarget and understand their audiences and the goals that they're focused on showing with the information that they want to display. So an overview of how we can enhance and improve the current strategy, we're going to be able to focus on having a more interactive presence. With PlayStation having that 38 million Facebook likes, 28.7 million Instagram followers, 24.2 million Twitter followers, there's a great following that could definitely be utilized and actually focused on just like their social expansion, but we're going to improve the actual engagement through things like polls and having an interactive feed. So during that creates the opportunity to collect information and analytics that can further be engaged with. Like polls can actually be shown again in showing the results. We're actually going to show the discount and sales boosted with social media ads and all media posts, just like the Snapchat post that's available and showing. I was seeing this on Snapchat, but I didn't really see it on any other platform. So we're just going to make it apparent across the board and actually show it on the own media, which isn't currently used, and community engagement in the comment section. This is major because it connects directly to the efforts of the social push. Usually I don't see PlayStation commenting on things or making funny or witty comments. And this is something that can actually drive a connection with their audience and make it a more fun engagement factor and bring more impressions that could be shared and shown to others and even go viral. Mobile advertising. So this is a way that we want to enhance our marketing efforts. So we're going to look at the concept of mobile advertising. which incorporates the use of marketing technology, analytics, and accurate targeting that gets information to customers in their right location in an efficient medium that's always on hand. Usually, people have their phones with them at all times throughout the day, so it's a great medium to use. This was chosen to remain competitive with the 76.5% of entertainment companies that do utilize digital ads. So we want PlayStation to still stand out in this group of individuals, especially with the video gaming community. Content is king, so we want to definitely see those videos in great images. Facebook was chosen because of its large market share with amount of resources spent on digital ads with 24.1% of the market share. And they also have video uploading capabilities, which is perfect for the sweepstakes that we're using for the game compilations of the PS Now memberships, and they use their in-game videos. PlayStation would benefit from this because they've actually had a surge in subscription services, and now subscription services account for 80% of their revenue since 2021. That's a lot because previously it was more so split between consoles. Now it's just subscription service in a digital world. So we definitely have to adapt to this. Mobile advertising is already currently focused on heavily with PlayStation. I've received multiple mobile ads since receiving this project. And even today, I received a mobile ad that showed about the editor's choice and some of the pictures that we have throughout the presentation. PlayStation has a focus and mission on fulfilling curiosity with an unlimited passion for technology, content, and service, with a relentless pursuit of innovation to deliver groundbreaking, new excitement and entertainment in ways that only Sony can. So they really want to create new and unique experiences to users and gamers that's able to move them. The mission statement is being responsible for developing exclusive world-class games for PlayStation. The values include curiosity, passion, innovation, and excitement. We're focusing on cloud gaming, so some of PlayStation Now cloud gaming competitors would include Google Stadia, Amazon Luna, and Microsoft's cloud gaming beta. Our target market that we'll focus on is the target market for PlayStation is actually 18 to 34-year-olds, which make up 29% of all gamers. 70% of gamers are over 18. This is actually very valuable for us because it allows us to have the ability to have these big boots to fill, but also a legacy that has gaming notoriety and branding standing. So our ability to enhance this relies on the ability to value those exclusives, those PlayStation exclusives, and the ability to have games that are experienced in PlayStation Now that wouldn't be experienced in other streaming services. So this is allowing us to make exclusive content, but also create a video gaming experience that promotes creating that content for users as well. We want to make sure that we have the ability to have those esports contracts, and people definitely want to join esports and people want to be a part of the PlayStation family, but to do so with a 2-year contract and having that support and that backing will be very valuable and welcome as well. We're going to run the campaign from March 15th until June 15th of this year. We really want to focus on engagement and views. So we want 9 million views from our Facebook boosted ad. This incorporates retargeting. And we really want to have 100,000 PlayStation Now video subscriptions. This means that the ad is actually being viewed, but not only viewed, but utilized to the purpose that it is needed to be utilized. And voting begins on March 15th and ends on May 15th, so that we have time to have that 1 month in between, so that we can really focus on getting the votes in. which will be from May 16th until June 15th, which we will edit the ad so that the ad actually reflects that voting has ended and redirect towards the polls that will be on our own media accounts. We want 220,000 PS Now subscriptions sold with this discount, which is very reasonable. And we have a penultimate goal of having 3.5 million in revenue considered with a 2.5 conversion rate. And we're at the Facebook PlayStation Now ad boost section. So the goal is to increase engagement. We were able to set the goal in the ad to boost it. The audience we set from 18 to 40. We were able to add different interests. So we added things like video games, online games, PlayStation with the emphasis on a console, PlayStation Store, which is the online store that PlayStation uses to sell their digital products and subscriptions, PlayStation 4, gamer or hardcore gamer. And associated, we have the copy that has the information about the PlayStation Now discount, as well as the for the 3-month discount. And it has the information about the $100,000 that we're going to give away for the esports contract. And it shows the ability to have that duration extended, which is extremely important because that will lead to retention efforts and more sales. So we're going to go over the different KPIs that we're going to use as far as our project. We want to see 9 million Facebook boosted app views, 110 PS Now uploads, 220 PS Now discounted subs. And Facebook projected between 131,000, 378.5 thousand views per day, with 31.3 thousand to 90.4 thousand engagement. We're not really going to use that at face value. So we want to multiply that by 80%, and we got 330,000. And we multiplied that by 107 days in the campaign to get 35.31 million views. We wanted to divide that by 4 because these aren't going to be fresh views every time. They could be retargeted views. And any kind of discrepancy with that, we'll just use the amount of traffic and information that we get from our boosted views off of Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter owned accounts for PlayStation. And with that, we reached 8.83 million views in 170 days after dividing it by 4. We multiplied that by a 2.5 conversion factor and get 220,250 PlayStation subscriptions sold. And we multiplied that by $15, which gives us the amount of 3,300,250 in revenue. Looking over the interim KPIs, we're going to start from March 15th and end on June 15th. Our first KPI that we're going to examine is the 9 million views that we want over 3 months. So on the date range of April 14th of this year, we want at least 1.5 million views. If not, we're going to post an ad on our own media more aggressively, just so that the millions and millions of viewers can actually post and share and interact with it and boost the engagement for it. The second check-in is for May 14th, and we want at least 5 million views at this time. This is because this is when the submissions close. So we have 2 months so that we can have the submissions, and 1 month so that we can have the engagement for them. If that's not met, then we're going to engage with viewers via Twitch and shout out those that actually participated and mention them. This will boost their ability to share them and boost the brand awareness for the project. And our last check-in will be on June 1st. This will leave 2 weeks left into the campaign, and we want at least 8 million views at this time. If not, we're going to live stream and show the contestants and rankings that are actually ranking high at this point, and do that live stream at least once a day. And The next KPI we're going to look at is the 100,000 uploads, with the first check-in being April 1st. We want at least 20,000 uploads at this time. If not, we're going to post an interactive poll on our own media and DM those that respond to it or those that respond hi to it with a yes or no. Those that respond yes will get the DM. Of course, those that respond no will not. The second check-in will occur May 1st. We want at least 75,000 uploads because it will only be 2 weeks until that closes. So if not, we're going to post a A/B testing ad on our Facebook to boost this. Just to see the difference between if the video works more or the picture works more. The last check-in for will be the last date of the submissions, and we want at least 90,000 uploads at that time. If not, then we're going to place ads in the PlayStation Store and have people probably submit those on the last day if they're not remembering or if they don't feel confident, because sometimes they can be met with the nervousness of being able to participate. The next KPI that we're going to look at is the 220,000 PlayStation Now discounted subscriptions sold, which we'll check in with the first being on April 14th. We want at least 50,000 sold, or we're going to retarget and send those to a new narrowed target option on our Facebook boosted ad and just switch out the keywords, see how that goes as far as the information that we do collect from the analytics there. The next check-in will be on May 1st, which we want at least 180,000 sold. If not, we're going to pivot and display the deal as a PlayStation profile picture. And of course, people will click on it and hopefully engage with it. But not only engage with it, but it'll be that touch point that will keep their attention. And they'll even think about it later and participate in their own time and space. The last check-in will be June 1st, which we want at least 220,000 sold. If not, then we're going to view influencers who can boost the awareness. Since the time frame for the submissions will be passed, we really just want to have the influencers boost that awareness for it, because the time frame that the discount will be given will only have 2 weeks. So we're trying to get the most out of it at that point. And we definitely deserve that $350,000 budget so that we can run this $250,000 Facebook boost ad campaign and have 100,000 used towards that 2-year contract with esports. So many PlayStation users would love to have that esports contract. So many that even the 48 million that just have PlayStation Plus instead of the 3.8 million that have PlayStation Now, that number would definitely be able to dwindle over to our side just for $15 and the ability to record content with the potential of having that streaming contract for 2 years. It sounds amazing. And it's something that even I would do currently. We will only need 23,334 to be able to discounts to be sold so that we can break even with that $350,000 budget. Thank you so much for concluding our presentation, and we definitely want your support. So anything that we can do to do so, we would like to. We did have management approval, which was extremely important and focused on. So management was able to support us in our pursuits. Having the ability to focus on a Facebook ad that was boosted for PlayStation Now for 40% off, offering 100,000 for esports was amazing. And being able to merely have 23,334 just to break even, but we actually saw that we could potentially make 3.5 million in revenue with the excess of 3.15 in pure profit, while being able to retain a large amount of our 3.8 million PlayStation Now subscribers, as well as being able to trickle over some of that 48 million in PlayStation Now subscribers was extremely essential. The boost campaign was great. It was a good experience, but we also understood the impact of retargeting. We wanted to stay close to the values of just being able to push the imagination and being able to be inclusive in that social push that PlayStation is currently focusing on. So having those steps in the journey and having the ability to be backed by PlayStation will definitely push that engagement. And I'm actually thinking about participating myself. So be on the lookout. PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now are bridging the gap for Sony services. PlayStation Now, the time is now. $15 for 3 months for the campaign from 3/15 to 6/15. Try it out. Results will be on June 16th. Thank you.